Hi Shubham, welcome on your
Okay.
PDF.
Thank you, sir. Hi.
O- Okay, so Shubham, you are doing your PhD in University of Sweden University of Agriculture Sciences, and you are doing PhD in
Yes,
remote
sir.
sensing. And before that, you are
Yes,
electronic
sir.
engineer, and you have done your masters in computer science engineering from Department of Computer Science Engineering, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So,
That's
so
correct.
Shubham, I would like to interact with you today and know more about your entire journey. I start with your background, little background. I mean, from which part of India you are, your colleges, आपने कहाँ से graduation किया, from where you have done your masters, and which departments you have done. So, very brief introduction from your side.
Okay. First of all, a very warm hello to all the Yopedia people. So basically, my name is Shivam Rawat. I am from Northern India. Basically, I'm from Uttarakhand and in engineering from a government college, and the name of that college was Bipin Tripathi Kumaon Institute of Technology. It is located in the Kumaon region. And after that, I have worked as a software engineer in Accenture Hyderabad. And like I worked for nearly 2 years. And after that, I decided to switch on to academia. So based on my interest in computer science, I decided to give GATE exam in computer science. And somehow I just got, I mean, I qualified it, and then I took an exam, took admission in this government college in Uttarakhand only. And from there, I did my master's in computer science and engineering. And during that period, I got exposed to this field, which is known as remote sensing. So basically, what happens in remote sensing, you work with satellite data. And so, yes, during that period, I was exposed to the field of remote sensing, and it was quite intriguing to me. And I did quite a good work in that time. And based on my interest, then I decided to go for PhD in remote sensing. And I was basically what I wanted to do is to look out for the PhD opportunities in the foreign universities. And so, yeah, so I got here in Sweden with the Swedish University of Agriculture Sciences. So basically, here I'm working with the radar remote sensing. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a
Okay,
small
so Shivam,
introduction about me.
you being from electronics background and then you did your masters in computer science and now you are working in remote sensing.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like quite
Yeah, yeah.
diversified domains. So please tell us very briefly those students who are listening to you, like, can electronic engineer also go into remote sensing, and if yes, what actually you are doing there in remote sensing?
So yes, okay. So during my masters, so basically in remote sensing, there are two types of data sets. Like one is optical data set, and then there is radar data. I mean, there are two types of sensors. One is optical sensors and other is passive sensors. So what happens is the case with optical sensors is they can penetrate clouds. I mean, they cannot penetrate clouds. So the problem with optical sensors is they cannot capture images of the Earth or any place. Basically, these are sensors which are mounted on the satellite. So optical sensors have problem like if there is a cloudy condition, so they would not be able to take the pictures or they would not be able to gather the images during the cloudy. And as such, there are radar sensors. The radar sensors has an advantage, like they can even penetrate clouds, and irrespective of any conditions, they can capture the images. So during my masters, I basically work with optical data like Sentinel-2, Landsat. And the main aim of my thesis work during my masters was assessment of the post-flood impact using different machine learning techniques.
Mhm.
And now, as a PhD student in SLU, that is Swedish University of Agricultural Sciences, my the main aim of my project is uh, to understand how the process of transpiration and evaporation basically how to understand how the water exchange processes are taking place inside the forest using different radar frequencies.
Mm,
So
mhm.
yeah, that's the main name of my project here.
Okay, sure. Now let me ask you, you were doing job and you were in software and you left that job for
Mhm.
academia and you came back and you started going for higher education. So what
Mhm.
need did you
Yes.
feel of going for higher education? Why you left your job and came for higher education?
Yeah. So this was purely driven by my interest because I have had this thing in my mind. I mean, this was my interest always to pursue academia. Like during my bachelor's days, also, I was involved with this organization. So, where basically what we used to do, we used to teach children of the local areas. So from there, this interest was kind of, instilled in me. And so this was my desire. Like when I
Mhm,
was into software, I mean, I was not very much liking that. And I always wanted to go into academia field. So then I decided then I should probably follow my interest and passion because that is more important. So based
mhm.
on that, I decided to go for my higher education, to pursue my higher education.
Okay, Shivam, would you like to tell us about your university in Sweden?
Uh, my university, I mean SLU.
Yeah,
The,
the university which in which
Mhm,
you are doing your PhD, that is
mhm,
Swedish University. Would you like to tell us about
mhm.
Sweden University of Agriculture Sciences?
Yeah, so basically, this is its name is SLU, which basically stands for Swedish University of Agricultural Sciences.
Mm,
Basically, if you look, it's a top-notch university in field of forestry
mm,
and something related to agriculture sciences. I mean,
mm,
if
mm,
you will find ranking in the forestry, I think it is in top 5 universities in the world.
mm,
And so basically, people who are interested in forestry or some related with the biotechnology, I mean, there
mm,
are a lot of things in this university. Basically, it has ITU is in Uppsala, and
mm,
then there are other sub campuses which are in like Umeå, the place where I'm doing my PhD. Then there is
mm,
Alnap. So yes, there are.
mm,
It's quite a popular university in the field of forestry and
mm.
agriculture sciences.
Yeah, Shivam, what about Sweden as a country?
Okay, so yeah, so like I just started my PhD here in last month, February, and
Mm,
to my surprise, I have been very overwhelmed with the kind of working environment I'm kind of exposed here. So yes, I mean the place where I am, it is in northern Sweden. So basically,
mm,
it's very, I mean, cold in comparison to the southern Sweden. But the working culture, I mean, first of all, one thing here, the PhD student here are treated as an employee. So all the benefit you are, so whatever an employee in university is getting benefits. So as a PhD students, you are also entitled to all those benefits. And here, as a PhD student, you get that salary. And the most important thing I loved about Sweden is the working culture is extremely good. So overall, like I have been here nearly 2 months. My experience have really been good, especially in my office. I think the working culture is really, really good.
okay, okay, Shivam, and as you said, you are treated here as employee. So that brings us to next
Mhm,
question about the kind of scholarship you are getting.
mhm,
And Indian students are very much interested to know that when I go to Sweden, how much money I'll be spending or I'll be saving. So please tell us about your scholarship
mhm.
and tell us about the duration of your course.
So basically, in Sweden, when you apply for PhD positions, so
Mm,
generally there is a 4 year contract, and there are also cases where we have a 5 year contract. In 5 year contract, you have to do teaching also. And when you are employed for a 4 year contract, then teaching is like not there. It's just optional. So here the PhD stipend or that you get is it is in terms of Swedish krona,
Okay.
and I mean like in my case it is like close to like 30,000 kronas. Most of the universities this is the stipend, and
Mm-hmm.
if you compare it with India, like
Mm-hmm.
the value of one Swedish krona is around 8 rupees. So
Okay.
approximately like it's like close to 2.5 lakhs.
Mm-hmm.
It depends, like
Mm-hmm.
30 to somewhere it is 31,000 also
Okay. Mm-hmm.
kronas.
Mm-hmm. So that is 2 months scholarship you are getting, no?
Yeah, it's for 1 month.
Okay.
And
And how much is
after
the expenditure?
taxes, because you
Mm-hmm.
have to expenditure is, I mean, it depends from place to place. Like in if you talk about the in Stockholm, generally the rents are a little expensive in comparison to, like, I am in the northern Sweden. So here the expense is not very much. Like what I am living in a student corridor,
Mm-hmm.
and the cost of student corridor is like 3,500 to 4,000 crowns,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
approximately
So,
between 25 to 30,000
mm-hmm.
kronas.
So
And
Shivam,
yeah,
yeah.
mhm, yes, yeah. So generally, after tax, what you get is close to like 23 to 24 kronas. It is
Mm-hmm.
approximately, if you compare it to Indian currency, it's close to 1,80,000 after tax.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So is there any possibility of saving also money there per month along with PhD?
Yes, 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 sir. So because in Sweden, there is no fee for the courses, like because here you are just an employee, you will get your salary, and there is no fee for the like semester fee in some universities.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, you can save, like according to me, the place where I am, I think you can closely save like up to 1,30,000 to 1,40,000. I mean,
That is
depends
you're talking about
also
in
on
Indian
person
currency.
to person. Yeah, in Indian
Mm.
currency.
So 1 lakh plus
I mean,
saving, don't you
minimum,
think that is? Mm.
yeah, that's a very good saving. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it depends on person to person, but you can very easily save 1 lakh rupees per month.
Mm. Okay. But as you grow, as you go forward during in your PhD, as your employee,
Mhm.
so your scholarship also
Mhm.
increases every year.
Yeah, generally there is basically salary ladder here. Like
Mm-hmm.
after 1 year of your graduation, after 1 year, there is generally an increase of, I guess it's 500. Then there is a successive increase of 1,500 crowns.
Okay.
So by
Mm-hmm.
the time, I think in 4 years, it will be close to about 34 or 35,000 crowns.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Shivam, how much duration after masters?
Yes.
How much duration after masters for PhD?
Yes, sir. Mhm.
So,
I didn't get your
so
question
what is the
actually.
duration?
I'm
What is the
not able to
duration
hear
of
you.
PhD?
Mhm.
What is the duration of PhD after masters?
Okay. So I did my master's in 2021. Then I also was doing teaching at some private institute. But then I left because I was looking for PhD opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
So also I was working with few papers, research papers at the same time. So because I want to, you know, mm, take more time into my research, and I was also writing certain manuscript. Uh, so yes, I got after 1.5 year, like in the last uh, July, I got this offer. Then the whole process took like more than 5 to 6 months. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like when you when you're selected for the PhD position here, you have to apply for this is called residence permit, and then this resident permit processes in itself take more than 3 months, and then
Mm,
there are other certain processes.
mm. No, my question was like, how much duration for PhD?
Okay, how much duration for PhD? Like my contract is for 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm, mm. Okay, and Shivam, what are the
yeah.
post PhD opportunities there for students? Once you complete PhD, then what are the options?
So basically, like after you complete your PhD, it kind of depends. Like if you want to, you can go for a researcher position here.
Mm. Okay.
These are kind of but I mean, it's a very difficult to get this researcher position.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can go for postdoc. So generally, this is the thing. Like if you want to get jobs in Sweden, you should know Swedish. It's compulsory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have learned the Swedish as of now or not?
Uh, Not now completely. Yeah, just I'm learning it.
Mm. Okay, Shivam, now coming to your selection part, how you could get
Mhm.
selected there and what were the exams required like GRE, IELTS, TOEFL? What was the credentials required? How you can get such universities, PhD?
Okay, so basically, I will start with how I find it PhD. So basically, what I did is I was looking for the PhD. Like basically, I use these two websites. Like one is findscholarship.net,
Mm,
one is find PhD, find a PhD, and then other is scholarship.net. So
mm,
basically, I was looking for the project in my field, related to remote sensing.
mhm,
So I was applying. There was multiple openings, so I applied to all the projects whatever projects I found relevant in my
mhm,
field.
mm,
And if you want to apply for PhD positions, I mean these two websites are quite popular. Other thing
mm,
which you can do is like there are few popular universities in Sweden, like there is Uppsala, Chalmers, KTH,
mm, mhm,
Linköping. So you can go to their website, and basically there are listings of different positions or different PhD projects that are going on.
mhm,
And as such, you can also find these different projects, and you can apply here.
mhm. Okay. So what are the credentials required, Shivam? Like GRE, IELTS and all? Are there
Okay,
some
okay.
credentials? Mm,
So basically, like here, in my case, yeah, yeah. In my case, there was nothing required like GRE, and IELTS was also not required. But I
mm,
think it depends. In Europe, I don't think there is so much focus on this GRE and
mm,
IELTS. It also
mm,
depend upon your profile. Like in my
mm,
cases, I have had a few research papers.
mhm,
So maybe probably because of that, they waived off uh, these requirements for me.
mm, mm, mm,
But generally, I don't think if you have a few research papers, at least one conference paper or one research article,
mm.
you will be waived off of these exam requirements like IELTS.
Okay. Okay. Shivam, what should
But
be
I think
typically in
it,
your, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, but I think it depends upon university to university. But in generally, I don't think in Europe there is this flexibility.
Hmm. Okay, can you tell me, Shivam, what should be typically written in your CV to make it more effective?
So I think the most important thing in your CV is like, uh, first of all, there should be the most important thing which I believe, according to me, is it should be a reflection of why, how you are suitable, how would you fit into that project, and also it should also show like how your past research experiences would kind of connect to the project you are looking for. I mean, you should have a very good CV.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
Like you can
So,
add all important things which you think can add up and
hmm,
make your
hmm,
profile more interesting.
Okay. Now, Shivam, coming to India, there are so many students who do their MTech and, maybe they are doing
Mhm.
job, but as you know, it is very difficult to get a job where you are saving 1 lakh rupee, And I tell many
Yes.
students that if you have inclination for academics, if you have inclination for
Mhm.
PhD, there are so many good
Mhm.
opportunities world over and you will get international exposure also. You should pursue it.
Mhm.
But then students have lot of hesitations in their mind, one or the other. I would like to take your opinion why a student who's done MTech in India or maybe BTech for that matter, and is interested for higher education, why he should not explore opportunities abroad and why he should approach, explore these options.
So, like in my case, this thing was always in my mind that I wanted to do my PhD from a foreign university. There were few reasons. The first very reason is that I wanted an international exposure.
Mm,
And I mean, when you're exposed to a new kind of environment, definitely it's a new kind of learning experience for you. And the second thing is that the foreign universities, the kind of research infrastructure these universities has, it is something. I mean, in comparison to India, might be you might get it in few IITs, but I think
mm,
here most of the research universities have very good infrastructural setup,
mm,
and there is a freedom to do different things. Like if you want to opt for a course in some other university, then you can probably tell your supervisor like, I want to attend this course. I mean, so there is a lot of flexibilities. The infrastructural setup is very good. And then at last, I think that it's a very important point. The monetary benefits that you're getting here
mm,
is extremely good.
mm. Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
all
these
these
are few
things together,
reasons.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So Shivam,
So yeah.
very, you have
Mhm.
very nicely summarized everything. Now, any message you want to give to
Mhm.
students who are listening to you?
Okay, so I think what I would say to all people here is that if you really want to look for a PhD opportunities, uh, then obviously everyone's case is different. There might be people from IITs. There might be people from some, like I was not from, I didn't have any IIT background. I was just from a normal government college. But
Mm,
this thing was in back of my mind that I have to get a PhD opportunity. Eventually, it was a very after after a period of 1 year, I got this opportunity.
mm,
So you should be very firm about this, that I have to do it. And despite of whatever background you have, just be positive. Just try to explore different places. Look for the different projects you can find through different ways. Like you can find in ResearchGate, you can use ResearchGate as a tool to find PhD opportunities.
mm,
Also, you can find in Google Scholar.
mm,
And like these two popular sites are there, find a PhD, scholarship.net.
mm,
And I mean, you should be positive. Like,
mm,
even if you're not getting calls
mm,
after applying multiple times, so
mm,
dis- don't be discouraged.
mm,
Just keep on applying, and also
mm,
even try to mail professors. Uh,
mm,
and one more important thing I think is, like, if you have particular research area, like
mm,
supposedly you want to look for an opportunity in field of say, I would say, remote sensing. So
mm,
just go to the, mm, I mean, go to, I mean, try to search which are the best colleges in this particular field, and just try to mail those professors. Like if there are any PhD opportunities, just give them your background details also. So I mean, these are few different ways, like you can approach professors and also try to find whatever different opportunities are available in the market.
mm. Yeah. So Shivam, you suggested some of the, I think some of the
Mhm.
sites from where they can find the PhD position. That is ResearchGate,
Mhm.
findaphd.net, and Google Scholars. So these are some of the platforms from where they can see opportunities for them, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful. So with that, Shivam, we come to an end of this wonderful session full of information, very
Mhm.
relevant information. So I thank you for
Thank you,
your
sir.
time, and I wish you all the very best for your PhD ahead.
Thank you, sir. And I wish all the Europedia people, uh, I mean, all the Europedia students also all very best for the future endeavors. And just keep exploring and please don't get disappointed if you are not able to find any opportunity. I mean, it's always take right time to grab something. So just keep exploring. And thank you,
Okay.
Vijayneder sir, for calling me for this interview.
Thank
Thank you.
you.